Number 1. Vivian Hensley wasn't a professional magician, he was actually a dentist from Australia. But that didn't stop him from performing a few tricks for his wife and son in 1938. Specifically, a trick that involved swallowing a razor blade. In Hensley's original stunt, he pretended to drop the blade down his throat while secretly stashing it up his sleeve. But he slipped up and accidentally swallowed the instrument. Hensley's doctor fed him some cotton wool and performed an operation to attempt to locate the razor. Surgeons weren't able to find it, and Hensley passed from his injuries a few days later. Number 2. Royden Joseph Gilbert Raisin de la Genesta, better known as the Great Genesta, made a living performing daring escape acts, much like his idol, Harry Houdini. In 1930, he decided to take on one of Houdini's most famous stunts, escaping from a locked, water-filled milk can. What Genesta didn't know was that the can had been damaged on its way to the show. A dent had jammed the hidden escape hatch he relied on. Once submerged, he had no way out. For 3 long minutes, his wife and crew watched, waiting for him to make his dramatic escape, until it became clear something was terribly wrong. Panicking, the team scrambled to unlock the can, but since they'd never had to do it before, it took them another precious minute. Genesta was finally pulled out and briefly regained consciousness, but the damage had been done. He passed away shortly after, a tragic reminder of how dangerous even a well-practiced illusion can be. Number 3. One of the most infamous accidents in magic history involved the bullet catch trick. In 1918, Chung Ling Soo was performing his illusion Condemned to Death by Boxers when tragedy struck. Unknown to the audience, the gun hadn't been properly cleared of residual gunpowder, and it discharged a real bullet. Soo was fatally shot during the act. Despite his stage persona as a mysterious Chinese magician, Chung Ling Soo was actually William Robinson, a British magician's assistant. Robinson had always struggled with stage presence, and adopting the identity of a Chinese performer, inspired by the real magician Ching Ling Fu, allowed him to avoid speaking on stage. He even maintained the persona off-stage, using an interpreter wherever he traveled. The fatal moment was shocking not only for the audience, but also for the illusion itself. Soo broke character for the first time, speaking in English, and exclaimed, "Oh my God, something's happened. Lower the curtain." His death became a haunting example of how high the stakes could be in the world of illusion. Number 4. In 1911, the great Lafayette, born Zygmunt Neuberger, was performing his most popular illusion, The Lion's Bride, at a theater in Edinburgh. The act featured a dramatic moment where Lafayette appeared to be sacrificed to his massive 400-pound lion. At the climax, however, he would switch places with the beast, astonishing the audience by revealing himself disguised as the lion. Tragically, during one performance, a hanging Chinese paper lantern ignited part of the elaborate stage set, much of which was made of flammable materials like tent fabric and paper. Within moments, the entire stage was ablaze. Known for his secrecy, Lafayette had locked 3 of the 4 backstage exits to protect the secrets of his illusions, leaving only one escape route for his large troupe. 11 people perished in the fire, including Lafayette himself. Witnesses claimed he initially escaped but then rushed back into the inferno, possibly to rescue his cherished horse. Later, firefighters discovered his body beneath the stage, trapped under a hidden trapdoor. Only then did they uncover one of Lafayette's greatest secrets. The man who had been first found was not him at all, but his body double. The real Lafayette had died performing his final illusion.